Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome, you beautiful people. Thanks so much for coming today. And the famous Reverend Jan Ewing is here. Yes, I had to hide. Woo! Let's sing together. You can put on your frog face if you want and sing along. This is a great song by Paul Williams.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on a morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it, and look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing, and what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da dee da 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 dum, la da da dee da dum da dee. Good morning. I forgot it's my turn. Welcome to the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living, where transformation happens. We're so glad you're here, whether in person or in our virtual sanctuaries on YouTube and Facebook. My name is Delanne Haslam, and I'm so happy to welcome you today. Love streamers, be sure to say hello. It's always fun to see who's joining us. Our practitioners serving today are Teresa Martin, sharing a reading and a time of sacred silence before leading us in prayer. And Myrna Hurst is holding high watch throughout the service, knowing that the best and highest is unfolding for each one of us as we share this sacred time together. Our theme this month is harmony and happiness, and Reverend Cindy's talk is called How to Align with Your Good. Our special music today is Brian Bale. That's awesome. He's usually behind the scenes. This will be such a treat. Our center is a spiritual community that teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among religions. We honor every pathway by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness so we can help make the world a better place. Please join me in saying our promise. We promise to embody love, compassion, and kindness everywhere we go, and to be the peaceful presence we want to experience in this world. We recognize the divine oneness in everyone and everything, including all living creatures, Mother Earth, and the universe. We promise to be generous, sharing our time, talents, and treasures as we serve from the highest truth that love is the way. Recognizing and embodying this love for all, we help create a world that works for everyone. Thank you. Do we have any first-time visitors today? We'd love to welcome you if you're willing to raise your hand. Yay, welcome. If you haven't done so yet, please pick up some information out on the table about our center, and there's also a gift of the Science of Mind magazine for you. Thank you so much for joining us, and we affirm for you and everyone here that you will experience a blessing this morning. Before I share briefly what's coming up, remember you can find many more details on our website at spirituallyfree.org. You can learn anything about our center, register for classes, donate, submit a prayer request, and much more. If you're here in person, you can check out our flyer walls and do some of those same things at the hospitality table. Today is the second Sunday of the month, which means after service we will have our Get to Know Us meeting. That's great that you're here today. Come find out things like who we are, what we believe, what is affirmative prayer, and how you can get involved. This Friday the 15th will be the House of Prayer for All Peoples, and Rabbi Alan Bachman will share Gems of Judaism for the World Interfaith Network 9th Annual Interfaith Awareness Week. Please join us for this special Shabbat service. Next week's celebration service will be awesome because we're welcoming Reverend Verona Garland as our speaker. She will also hold a transformative, uplifting workshop called Healing Our Wanting. This is perfect for you if you're feeling called to something greater, tired of endless wanting and seeking practical spiritual guidance, and or wanting to stop second-guessing yourself. This sounds amazing. You won't want to miss that. Also remember, next week is our monthly bake sale fundraiser. So bakers, please be sure to include a label with all the ingredients so we can keep people with food allergies safe. And a reminder, we're going to have Reverend Donald Graves with us on the 24th and 31st as our speaker, so don't forget to be here for that. And remember, we're starting the Mixed Blessings Salt Lake CSL Choir with Rick. That's awesome. Orientation is September 14th at 12:30 right here in the sanctuary in front of the stage. So be sure to attend if you have any questions or an interest in this endeavor. Last, I'd like to remind you that our center is founded on and is grounded in prayer. Prayer helps us deal with whatever comes our way and helps us recognize that there is a spiritual purpose for what may be happening in our lives. If you're having trouble knowing this, please let one of our practitioners pray with you after the service, and they can know this for you until you can know it for yourself. They're available across the hall in the little room, and our practitioners are trained in the art and science of affirmative prayer. They're the ones wearing the purple stoles. Of course, you can also always submit a prayer request online or in the lobby, and all of the practitioners will uphold you in prayer for the week. Now I invite you to allow the reading and a time of sacred silence, the centering music, to open our hearts as we prepare to receive Teresa's prayer.
My reading today is an excerpt from Terry Cole Whitaker's book, Live Your Bliss. Happy thoughts are the sustenance of our lives. Divine, godly thoughts give us good feelings and spiritual vision and intelligence. Fear-based thoughts produce with spiritual thoughts of prosperity, they produce sufficiency and abundance. Thoughts are creative because when we believe a thought, we take on the emotional equivalent and we feel it and we act on it. We actually are the bliss of life. For this is our divine nature, the nature of every soul. We are motivated by positive and loving emotions. Whatever we desire, we must be vigilant and accept only the thoughts that will give us what we want and reject all the other ones. Therefore, I realize I am as powerful as every other soul, and today I recognize the creative power of my thoughts and emotions. Today, I make a habit of asking the divine within for what I want and what I want to know and for what I desire to manifest. I practice keeping my mind peaceful and centered, and I am assisted by these affirmations. So think about these while I'm saying them. Divine mind is now flowing through my mind. Divine mind is now flowing through my mind. Divine mind is now flowing through my mind. With God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible.
You are the song, I am the singer. You are the wind, I am the chime. You are the love, I am the lover. I am the branch, you are the vine. I rest now in the place where we are one. I rest now in the place where we are one. You are the thought, I am the thinker. You are the fire, I am the flame. You are the light, I am the candle. You are the ocean, I am the rain. I rest now in the place where we are one. I rest now in the place where we are one. I rest now in the place where we are one. I rest now in the place where we are one. I am that I am. I am that I am. I
So in deep gratitude for this place where we are one, there is only oneness. We are that. We are that has come into existence. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this day, for this beautiful Sunday morning, for our congregation, and for all who assist here in bringing this magnificent service into being, for our meditation team, for all the teams that bring this together. I am grateful for the presence of the divine that spreads its light, its humor, its passion, its love everywhere, in everything. There is no thing outside of it. We are all one in this wholeness, this beauty, and this love. And knowing that this beauty is everywhere present, I recognize it. I recognize it in each and every person. I recognize it in each and everything that comes my way. I see it everywhere. So in that seeing and knowing, I am deeply grateful, and I bless all who participate this day in bringing this service together. I thank those and bless you if you're online and watching on YouTube or whatever you're watching from. I bless everyone that is attached to this day, and may you have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And so for that, I release, I let it be, as together we say, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Teresa. I invite you to sing along with this really cool community song we came up for this month. The theme is harmony and joy. So this is a song written by Harold Payne called The Song That Saved the World. It's got a great message. And it's really easy to sing, so I expect to hear some singing. One, two, three, four.
They came from every country, every color, race, and creed. To see where that would lead, each one brought an instrument and the music of their home, and no one felt alone. People rocking, beats were dropping, they let the music do their talking. Na 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 na. They sang a song that saved the world. Na 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 na. They sang a song that saved the world. They put aside their differences and let their God come down, and found some common ground. They sang and played together, hearts in every word, and every voice was heard. Hands were clapping, people dancing, something beautiful was happening. Na 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 na. They sang a song that saved the world. Na 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 na. They sang a song that saved the world. A joyful, peaceful crowd. No politicians allowed. They were singing na 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 na. They sang a song that saved the world. Na 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 na. They sang a song that saved the world. Everybody now, na 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 na. They sang a song that saved the world. Na 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 na. They sang a song that saved the world. Let's sing it. Na 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 na. They sang a song that saved the world.
Sing it.
Na na
Oh, thanks for singing along. I'm so privileged to introduce our special music today. This is a quiet guy who is so unassuming and yet so important to this community. He does so much for the AV team. I didn't know the many talents this man has. I'm so grateful that somebody reached out to him and invited him to do special music, because it wasn't me. I had no idea. He picked up the guitar at 12 years old. I knew he was into some African rhythms and played with 3 different groups around town locally, including Desert Wind, Cairo by Night, and Bazine. So you've seen him playing music, but this is something special. Mm-hmm. He's going to sing and play guitar, and he rocks it. Let's welcome Brian Bale.
It was actually Amanda that invited me to play here.
Way to go, Amanda.
Thanks, Amanda.
There was a birthday party here a few months ago, and Shanti was there. There were a couple other people celebrating their birthday that day, and they had like an open mic near the end of the night. So I brought my guitar and sang a couple songs there, and that's when I was recruited. So the first song I've chosen to do today has a lot of different messages in it, and I'm the type of person that generally likes to let the art speak for itself. So I'll just hope that whatever messages you get out of it, I hope you'll find something that is inspiring or motivating for you today, whatever you need. I hope you find it. Slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea, fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free, fly into the revolution. Feed the babies, don't have enough to eat. Shoot the children, no shoes on the feet. How's the people living in the street? Oh, there's a solution. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea, fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free, oh, into the revolution. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea, fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free, oh, into the revolution. All right. Thank you very much.
Brian Bale.
All right. Thank you,
Who knew?
Brian. Who knew? Yes. That quiet guy standing behind the AV desk there. Thank you, Brian. He also took me on a trip back to the 70s in my little Toyota Corolla. Wow, that was a Wayback Machine. Love that song. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Some faces that I haven't seen in a minute, so it's good to see everybody here. Today I'm talking about how to align with your good. And I want to talk about alignment first, because I'm not talking about the kind of alignment like when your tire's out of alignment, which we all kind of know what that feels like. It could be a little bumpy, right? I'm talking about alignment as a soul, alignment in a person. So alignment refers to the state of where our thoughts and emotions are and sensations and actions in harmony with our core values and our beliefs and our soulful self. Because when you are not aligned with your inner self, your soulful self, the road can get very bumpy. So one's inner world aligns with our outer expression. You might say, wait, what? What I want you to think about is what is in your life. Because if what's in your life that is showing up feels very contrary to what you really want, there's something that is not in alignment. That's what we're talking about here today. First and foremost, we are expressions of the one life, of God, of spirit, of universe, of whatever you call it. That's what we are. And that we are the representation of the divine. Even when we forget, we always are an expression of the divine. To be in this truth of alignment, we must be our soulful self. Soulful self. That's a term that I use that really works for me. You might have heard it being called the higher self. Our spiritual self. Use whatever works for you. For me, the soulful self, I know exactly what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about. So, everything that spirit is, I am. Like that I am on the wall. That was one of the first things we did when we came into this new space. See, I am the I am. It's the best reminder for me to get back into my soulful self when I forget. When I think I'm the ego self, or I'm this person here on earth trying to get something done. Wait a minute, Myrna, I heard something today. Everyone that I talked to that was in the book study this morning said today is National Lazy Day. Is that true? All right. We have permission to be lazy, you guys. But here's what I love about being lazy. When we're being lazy, we're being. We're not doing. Sometimes we become human doers. We're human beings. So today's your day to just be. Just be. So I got this great quote from author Chris Franken. Alignment is a vibration, a movement of energy that feels grounded and enlightened and propels you gracefully forward towards your values. See, when I'm in alignment, I'm in the flow. When I'm not in alignment, like I said, the road can get very bumpy. Am I the only one here that has felt out of alignment with parts of your life? A few little hands, yeah? Let me tell you, when I'm out of alignment, everything feels hard. Everything feels contrary. It feels like the universe is trying to do something to me that isn't good. Like, how come that is happening? Well, it is because I'm not in alignment with my good, which means for me that I'm not in alignment with my soulful self, with my heart. Let me tell you a story about my career, and that is that I always say it chose me. I came back from a trip to Europe with a bag of film. Back in the days, remember this, 35 millimeter film? You'd bring it to a photo house and they'd have to process it and print it. I brought my film into a photo house, and the gentleman at the counter said, "You need to work here." And I said, "Me?" He said, "Yes, you. Here's an application. Bring it back filled in. I want you to work here." And I went off, and he knew that I worked down the street at a stationery store. So I went back to the stationery store, and I didn't bring him back the application. So he came and he found me. He came to the stationery store and said, "I'm going to stand here until you fill this in." And I went, "Okay." That started almost 40 years in the photographic and graphic arts industry. That was being in alignment for my good. It was that rowboat that I said, "Hey, there's a flood," and you've heard that story where someone's on their roof and they're praying, "Please save me," and the rowboat is sent, and you say, "Oh no, I'm waiting to be saved. Go ahead and go on." And then the helicopter comes, "Oh no, I'm waiting to be saved." And next thing that happens is you drowned, and you're like, "God, why did this happen?" Well, I sent you the rowboat, I sent you the helicopter, right? This person was sent to me that caught something in me that was in alignment with my creative self. I loved photography. I loved being in that industry. It served me so well. It was perfect for me for the 40 years that I was there, until it wasn't anymore. See, I said yes to going into ministerial school. And I was in a job. I had been there for 11 years. Great place to work. A couple of the owners were British. They had fun terms like calling people donuts and things like that. You can ask me after what that means. But anyway, I loved working for this company until it was no longer in alignment with my soulful self. I had said yes to ministry. And I was on the phone with a friend, and I said to this person, "I love this job. I get 4 weeks off a year, and every third year I get a 3-week sabbatical, and I get great benefits. I'm not going to go anywhere until they invite me to go somewhere. I'm just going to stick with this until I become a minister." And I'm not kidding you. The very next day, I got a call from HR. And they said that they were downsizing and laying off like 8 people, and I was one of them. And I said to the universe, "Wow, that was fast." Say what? See, there was a misalignment with my soul. I didn't want to keep learning the new things, and by then, the graphic and photographic industry was so technical. It was all computer, and at that point in my career, it was like I didn't want to keep learning new things in that industry. I wanted to live my soulful existence. I wanted to live my inspired life. I wanted to answer my call to what was next for myself. The universe helped me take care of that, just like the universe hooked me up with that photo lab 40 some odd years earlier. When I think about that journey, I notice that when I'm in my alignment, there is no bumpiness. It doesn't mean that things don't twist and turn or turn out exactly the way I'm expecting them to. However, there's less pain. There's more peace. Because I'm doing what is a calling on my life. So, from our book of the month, The Inner Work, it reminds us that our reality is a mirror of our inner state. So if your inner state is feeling painful, stressful, then you might want to look at what's manifesting in your life and say, what am I not doing that fulfills my soul's purpose? Now, this can be in just one part of your life. It could be in all areas of your life. I know that for myself that sometimes there's some areas that are just cruising along, and there's some areas that are like trying to get my attention. But I'm being a little stubborn. Yes, I can be stubborn. Carl's shaking his head, yes. Right, we all have that tendency. It's our programming and what we learned and how we grew up. And sometimes we have to let go to what's meant to be for ourselves. So the inner state of yes, my inner state of yes, to dive into the school of ministry was that place that I was meant to be, and every twist and turn that it took, I was taken care of. Every step of the way. I never had a doubt that I didn't have what I needed to get this thing done and to graduate. So, also, aligning with our good means being aware of our inner world. Our thoughts, our emotions, our beliefs. See, from the book again, true change begins when you turn inward. That's where true change happens, when you look inward, not outward. I have a good friend on Facebook, and you know, he's a magnificent being. But what I see him do is he's always asking everybody, is this a good outfit? Is this healthy food? Like, I know that he knows what he knows. He knows how he feels in his outfit. He knows what feels good to eat. He knows what feels good in his life. But he's always, you know, canvassing everybody out there in the world to make sure that he's on the right path. We don't need to go out there. It's right here. It always is. So Joseph Campbell said, the mission of life is to align our heartbeat with the rhythm of the universe. I love that. So also in our book this month, it asks us to face our shadow. Those parts of ourselves that we sometimes want to hide or deny, because aligning with good isn't by bypassing pain. Sometimes you have to go through the pain to get to your good. I know as humans we always want to feel good. That's why, you know, these days we have such immediate gratification. Like, what happens when we don't have our cell phone with us? Oh my God. I can't reach out to someone. I can't look something up. This is, you know, growing up through all this technology, it's a trip to think about how things used to be. Remember standing in the kitchen with the telephone that was hooked to the wall? Most of you in this room remember that. There's some youngins here that don't remember that. Yeah, you couldn't go anywhere. You were stuck there. So, I like this analogy. Say you want to clean things up in your life. What if you want clean water? You don't add more clean water. You have to clear the mud. You have to clear it away. That's why we sometimes have to sit in our pain and work on our shadow sides. So, alignment is not a one-time choice either, you guys. It's a daily practice. You have to check in here and make sure you're in alignment with your good. Some ways that they talk about in our book of the month is, one is mindfulness, catching your thoughts before they spiral. And it's possible. Because I've gone into the spiral, but I've also caught myself going, oh, yeah, that's not going to work for me. I'm not going to keep talking about that because that doesn't feel good. Self-inquiry. Is this thought that I'm having aligned with my soulful self? That's a great question. Does this really work for me? And then acting in ways that match your highest values. It seems obvious, but sometimes we do the other thing because everyone else is doing the other thing. Here are some ways that I align with my good. First and foremost is prayer. Ernest Holmes says, prayer in its truest sense is not a petition, not a wail of despair. It's rather an alignment, a unifying process which takes place in the mind as it reaches to its divine self, to that power which is greater than human understanding. That's powerful. In the act of such prayerful and reverent communion with God, Spirit, whatever you call it, one senses the unity of good, the completeness of life, and the veil of doubt is lifted and the face of reality appears. See, it's always there. We have to align sometimes to see it. This consciousness, which has been referred to as the secret place of the Most High, is an experience rising out of conviction that God is all there is, beside whom there is none else. So prayer brings us into alignment with what already exists. There's no one out there holding the goodies from you guys. No one's saying, oh, Rory gets it, Ruth doesn't. No one's doing that. Oh, look, see, I started something here. So prayer opens our minds to the revelation of this existence in our outer world. What we pray for, we already have. Hear that. What we pray for, we already have. The next way that I stay in alignment with my good is gratitude. You guys know this one. It's such a powerful practice, but I'm talking about gratitude to the point of being grateful for even the hard stuff. Those times when your knee's hurting, those times when an unexpected bill comes your way, those times when work is feeling contrary to you feeling good in this world, but you're really grateful that you have this job and you have this paycheck. If you always start with gratitude, that keeps you in alignment. That next one, and I touched on this already, mindfulness. The mindfulness that I'm talking about is something called witness consciousness. So I was at a car part store. I ordered a car part. I went to go pick it up. It was not there. And I was like, I did what I was supposed to do. And I went to witness consciousness, and I noticed myself acting in a way that I didn't want to be acting from that perspective, from that place of consciousness. It wasn't going to get me anywhere. So the moment that I noticed it, I took a deep breath, and I started over with the gentleman at the counter, and I said, look, I ordered this X amount of days ago. Here's the number. Can you just double check? I had a totally different energy dealing with this person. And he said, hang on a second. And he walked to the back, and he came back maybe 5 minutes later, and he said, guess what? He had the part in his hand. Guess what? It was on the FedEx truck. It was going to go back. But I found it for you. And I'm like, thank you. That was an instant flip. Because I checked in with myself and said, oh, no, that's not getting me anywhere to act like that. I knew it. So, witness consciousness is powerful, you guys. Notice how you show up in this world. Notice how certain things trigger you to go to a certain place. You're the only one that can stop it, because people are still going to be peopling. That's just the way it is. The next one is breath work. In that moment, in that car parts store, I said to you, I took a breath. That's all it took for me to come home to my soulful self. Because, see, I was all spun up in my head, in my ego, saying, oh, well, you know, don't they know I did it the right way? I requested it, I paid for it, I came when they said it was here, and yet it's not here. I'm all up in here. When I took a breath, when I took a conscious breath and came home to myself, I knew that I needed to show up differently and interact with this person differently. That's all it took. And another thing is affirmations, and Teresa did such a beautiful job with her reading and affirmations this morning. I think we're on the same wavelength, because I've got some affirmations for you too as well. Now, when I talk about affirmations, I want to tell you that affirmations have to be said over and over until your mind stops arguing with them, okay? You can't just say, I'm rich, and your mind's like, yeah, right. I'm healthy, No, you have to keep saying it over and over until the mind stops trying to tell you the other side of it. So when I do affirmations, I do them in a little bit different way. For one thing, I put emphasis on different words when I do the affirmation over and over again. The next way that's really powerful is, if I'm really working on something, is I'll record my voice doing the affirmation, and I'll listen to it on loop over and over and over before I go to sleep, so that it gets in here and gets into my heart without my mind having something contrary to say. So let's do some affirmations together. So say this after me. I choose thoughts that empower me. I choose thoughts that empower me. I choose thoughts that empower me. I speak words that uplift. I speak words that uplift. Okay, stand up. Stand up. Put your energy into this. Let's do this again, if you can. If you can't, it's okay. I speak words that uplift. Again, I speak words that uplift. I take actions that reflect my heart. I take actions that reflect my heart. I am aligned with the good within me. I am aligned with the good within me. Yes, beautiful. Thank you for playing along. Did you feel the difference in standing up and putting your energy into it? There's less possibility that your ego wants to speak back if you put your whole soul into it. So an affirmation can be pretty hollow unless you do it in this uplifted kind of way. So the book of the month also teaches us that alignment isn't about becoming something new. It's about returning to who you've always been. When we align with our good, when I align within the good within, it naturally brings more good to the world. And you know what? We've been doing this promise here this year. The last line of our CSL promise is, recognizing and embodying this love for all, we help create a world that works for everyone. Let's pray. So let's take in a deep breath. Come home through the breath. And how grateful I am for this day. How grateful I am to align with my good. How grateful I am for this beautiful community, for our wonderful music program, for our volunteers, for our AV team, for our board, for our practitioners, for all our leadership, for everyone that's walked through these doors, through all the people that are still looking for us and finding us, whether online or in this room or through a Wednesday experience, through one of our other many events that we have coming this year. I'm grateful. I am so grateful to know that there is only one power, one presence, one love, whether you call it Mother, Father, God, Allah, Jehovah, Hashem, the way, the universe, heart, that divine matrix, unconditional love, many names, many faces, and yet only one, a oneness that is always present and never absent, a oneness that's everything, everywhere, omnipotent, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, omniconsciousness, omni-love. Simply put, everywhere, all the time, every moment of every day. Knowing that truth with the capital T, I claim and know that I am one and the same as the one, the I am that I am. Here on purpose with a purpose. Here to live out my life's purpose, to answer the call upon my life. And I know the same truth for everybody within earshot of this prayer. Whether listening to it now or listening to the recording later, we are all unified with this presence, with this oneness, with this allness, with this goodness. As we recognize who and what we are as divine beings living this human existence, that divinity of who and what we are helps us align with our good. That's what's happening here. That's what I know is happening here. We align with our good, with our joy, with our purpose. And we do it by sometimes sitting in the shadow. We do it by claiming our good. We do it by monitoring how we think. We notice it by looking at what's manifesting in our life. How I know that sometimes looking out there in the world, it feels something other than love. But we get to bring ourselves home to love so that we can be the ripple effect upon this world, upon this planet. If we want peace on this planet, we show up as peace. We want wholeness and health, we show up as wholeness and health in our life. We want abundance. We show up as abundance, and we don't hold it back. We let it go so that we remind the universe that in this reciprocal universe, we give and we give and we get, we give and we get. That's what's happening here as we align with our good. I also know for those of us in here that are still dealing with heavy hearts around losing our loved ones or changes in our life that just feel hard right now, that those changes too are for our alignment into what's meant to be. And in the moment, it doesn't always feel that way, but I get to know that for each and every one of us. The universe is for us, never against us. No one is holding back the goodies. They're all there right now, and as we align ourselves, it's happening in this instant. And for this, I have such great gratitude. I want to give you a moment to add your name to this prayer field and also the names of others that are wanting a prayer today. Cindy, Ross, Brad, my community, Lynn, everyone that's ever walked through these doors. Kent, Rosie. Yes, 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 yes. Every word uttered, even if it doesn't come out of your mouth, is heard and registered. The answer is always yes, my beloved. This and so much more. So I'm thankful for this answered prayer. I'm grateful that sometimes it's subtle and high, you can't even recognize it, and sometimes it's a powerful boom that changes everything. I'm grateful for all of it, every way that it comes. So as we come to the end of this prayerful time, I release it into the law, these spiritual laws that we love, that we study, that we trust, that we know, that I've seen work over and over and over and over and over again. We release it. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. Ashe. Thank you, everyone. It's that time where we get to work on our spiritual practice of circulation. So the ushers will come forward as you're preparing your gift. And the first thing I want to say is thank you. Thank you out there. I know that many people don't put it in the basket because they just send a check automatically or a credit card payment or a PayPal payment. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Ushers, go ahead and go out there. You know, one thing that I know about abundance is that I really have experienced the difference in my life between holding back because I'm in fear that more isn't coming, and not holding back because I trust the universe that more is always coming. Now, I can tell you I'm human just like all of you, and when we first had this new administration in office and they were talking about tariffs, what I did was I bought a new laptop. Right? So it caught my attention, and I said, oh, well, if that happens, things are going to go way up in price. Of course, we know it kind of hasn't happened yet, but, well, in some areas it has, in some areas it hasn't. But I know that sometimes we get caught by that human condition. But I know that the best thing that's ever happened in my life with my abundance is trusting in Source. Trusting in the power of one, knowing that this work that's meant to happen here at our center, because we're co-creating this, you guys. It's not just me, it's not just them, it's not just the AV team and the board. It's all of us co-creating this together. So thank you so much, and let's bless this offering. Extend your heart through your hands and repeat after me. I am so blessed.
I am so blessed.
We are so blessed.
We are so blessed.
We know, as we give, it comes back multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed. And so it is. Thank you.
All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. I've been set free, I'm released. I've been set free, I'm released. The burden of my past has gone away at last. I've been set free, I'm released. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. All that I
So let's bring up Brian Bale and hear another song. How do you say? Yeah.
All right. I want to thank all of you for having me here to do special music today. I want to thank everyone in the band for backing me up and making me sound like 10 times better than I would alone. I'm glad that you all recognize how important this music program is, and that's why I chose this song for today. It's by the Doobie Brothers. It's called Listen to the Music. Let's keep it going. right, thank you, everybody. Thanks to the band.
Brian Bale. Woo! Awesome, awesome. Reverend Cindy, thank you so much for that talk. That was great. Whenever I think of alignment in those terms, I think of harmony, because that's where I go. Now, music, when things are dissonant, we always want them to resolve, and the best way to do that is to find that soulful space. Be the witness. Take the breath. Take a moment. Shift. When you shift your consciousness, when you allow the witness to inform from that higher self, things just work out beautiful. Life is always lifing, but when we feel that integrity with our soulful self, it's not always easier, but it's definitely smoother and much more fun and in alignment. So thank you for that message. It was really great. Remember the House of Prayer this Friday. If you'd like to participate in that, it's really cool. It's an interfaith experience. Rabbi Alan Bachman and his wife Andelin do such a terrific job of putting on that service here. And then next week, don't forget, Reverend Verona's here. I call her Rona, Rev Rona. Yeah, she'll be speaking and then doing a workshop afterward. And take advantage of that. Powerful stuff happening. Yeah.
Today's Get to Know Us.
Yeah. Sit there.
Today, Get to Know Us.
Today, oh yeah, get to know. Look at that.
Get to know us.
Yes. Okay, I know what that means. Dang it. Yes, the orientation, get to know us better. Any of you new or been coming for a long time, take advantage of that time to get to know how we work, what we believe, how the organization is set up. Ask all kinds of questions. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Thank you, Reverend Moon and Reverend Cindy, for doing that. All right, you guys have a blessed week. Let's stand and sing this song together. This is all about harmony. Let's stand together. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Something great is happening. Love has taken hold and it won't let go of us now. Something here is calling us forward, upward motion. We're drops in one ocean. Roll on. Will you rise up? Will together.